Okay. Welcome everyone. Hi. This is Najaam and I'm doing a live. I haven't been on here to do a live in a minute. So I'm going to do a live with you guys really quickly. I wanted to talk about, as you see the topic at top, Emerald Tablets, the new class, the new workshop that kicked off today, and I'm so excited. I wanted to share a little bit with you guys, and also for those that want to join, come in, join, be a part of this beautiful explorative workshop class that I'm doing. So I'm going to do some announcements. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to do all that great stuff, and then get into this beautiful book. I wouldn't even say it's a book. It's like they're tablets, and these tablets are like the blueprint. So we're gonna get into the blueprint. So I can't wait. So as you guys come on in, I am going to just quickly do some announcements and my intro. So let's get into it. I'm going to I have this right here. I'm going to pin it. I hope I did that right. Well, it's not letting me pin, so I don't know why. Okay. Not gonna trip about it. But I hope you guys can hear me, and that I'm clear. And yeah, this is gonna be super exciting. All right, so for those that are going to be coming in, hi, I'm Najaam, and I'm a spiritual life coach. And before I get into that, let's just get into some quick things. One is registration doors are open right now for the Explore the Emerald Tablets, and go over there. You can click the link right here in the description box. You can click it on my bio right now. There's a link that will take you directly to the page. I'm going to keep that up for a while, so you want to go over there and you want to sign up like right now, and you don't want to miss it, because we are going to be getting into it, and I'm going to answer a few questions as well as we go further into today's video. What else? Let me get this light on really quickly. Ooh. As you can, at least there is some light, and your girl is not blind, because you know how that can go. So I feel so fresh and everything right now. Oh my god. Okay, let's just get into it. Sometimes my eyes are so dry, guys. Sorry about that. It's so dry. All right. So registration doors are open. Sign up right now. You don't want to miss this opportunity. This is a 45-week class. It is basically on the premise of mystery school teaching. This is a journey into you. And so I'm going to get more into it, but right now you see that link right there. It's going to be on Spiritual Sessions Academy, which is my website, on Teachable. And all you have to do is go over to Explore the Emerald Tablets, which is right there, okay? So click the link, or you can click the link in my bio as well, all right? So if you can't hear me, let me know, and I will adjust in every way possible. Water, gotta love it. All right, next is YouTube. If you guys don't know, I am on YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel where I'm mostly on, more so than I am right now, on Instagram. Instagram's my love, but Instagram doesn't love me. And I think it's because of the information that I teach and things that I want to share. And I have been blocked left, right, and center when it comes to sharing really deep information. So I'm doing a video, but this will be on my YouTube as well for you guys. So if you're not following on YouTube, you want to do that, because every week, Monday to Friday, I create these amazing videos called Tim's The Intuitive Minute. And the Intuitive Minute are quick daily reads of intuitive tarot readings that I do. If you don't know, I am an intuitive tarot reader, and I offer full readings, personal readings, relationship readings, career readings, the triple threat readings, you name it, I do it. 30-minute and 60-minute. So the link is in my bio right now. You can click there, book yourself a session, because they go deep. They're awesome. And I love doing readings because it's both not just from the tarot perspective, but the intuitive of receiving messages and information from your guides, your ancestors that walk with you every single day. And they have a really good outlook of what's ahead for you. So you want to take advantage of that, because we are sent here with guides, guys, and interacting with your guides, whether they're your ancestors, divine parents, divine family, whoever it is, or those that you probably helped along the way and assign themselves to helping you in this particular period of your life. So you really want to connect with them. You really want them to really help you, so that you are successful on your pathway on this earth plane. So you can do that. All you have to do is click the link in my bio, sign up, and be a part of sign up and not only be a part of my YouTube channel, but also get a personal reading. Hello, your girl is blind here, but hello. And thanks. Okay, so welcome. So anyways, right now I'm doing announcements, and then I'm going to get into the emeralds. So follow me there on YouTube at Najaam P. Lee. Again, that's Najaam P. Lee. You can put it in the search engine, it'll pop up. Also, you can follow me on not only here on Instagram, but also on Facebook at Najaam Lee. And I also have like the temple and everything like that, Najaam Lee's Healing Temple, on Facebook as well. What else? So that's really important. You want to keep up with what I'm doing, want to follow and everything. If you don't know, I do have a website, najaamlee.com, just like my name, najaamlee.com. You can go over there and everything's over there, and something really truly special is going to be happening. I'm going to get into it later, because we're doing a really major transitioning, and I'm super excited about it, but I am not going to reveal anything yet. This is super powerful, and I'm just so grateful for the many people that I've been meeting recently along my path, and really helping to guide me as well. So some really cool things are going to be happening, and I can't wait. What else? So yeah, make sure you're following on Twitter at Najaam Lee, Facebook at Najaam Lee, Instagram Najaam P. Lee Official, and I would love to hear from you. And make sure you're on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube at Najaam Lee, and everything I'm talking about is in my bio, but also you can just go over to najaamlee.com, and that's my website, and everything's over there. All right, so we got that out the way. Registration doors are open for the Emerald Tablets workshop. I'm going to get into it right now. And the last thing I want to share is that I am a Reiki master. If you didn't know that, I'm going to say it here. I am a Reiki master, and I do offer Reiki healing. You really want to utilize Reiki for clearing not only your mental, emotional, physical, and auric or chakra body. You really want to clear your pathway and heal your pathway. So I love Reiki. It helps me. Reiki has been a really good assist in my life, as well as so many other people across the world. And I'm honored to be a part of that, of helping people through Reiki and transforming lives through Reiki. So if you're interested, all you have to do is go over to my website, najaamlee.com. Everything's listed over there that you can click on and sign up and book a session. All right? Okay. So that out the way, let's get into real quickly who I am, and what qualifies me, I guess, for talking about the Emerald Tablets. So really quickly, I'm Najaam Lee. I am a spiritual life coach, health wellness consultant, intuitive reader, Reiki master. I am the author of an awesome book called Kali, Kill Anxiety, Live Immensely, which is everywhere books are sold, especially for the month of October. You definitely want to get it on my shop right now at Najaam Lee's Healing Shop.com, Najaam Lee's Healing Shop.com, and it's on sale. You can get the paperback for less than $10, and you can get the hardcover for less than $20. Like, literally a steal right now for the month of October, which is Mental Health Awareness Month. So you really want to get that. There's so many tools in there of how to help yourself through an anxiety attack, an anxiety episode, living with anxiety, things to look out for, what you can do. And I bring it from a spiritual perspective, and also utilizing Hinduism is an amazing part that is so insightful, and I share that in the book. And some really cool tools you can use every single day that will help you control your anxiety and put power back into you. Kicker. All right. So with all that being said, that is my background, and I'm an initiate into the Melchizedek order. I'm also an initiate into in Hinduism, in Parameshivaham, and especially when I started diving into the Emerald Tablets, I did get through an initiation of an Ankh initiation that is done in the spiritual realm, in the astral. That happened for me on this journey, and I have been studying the Emerald Tablets since 2003. I've read it 100 times, which is actually the recommended to start with. You want to start reading this 100 times, and 100 times is just a minimum. That's just to break you through, to really get those downloads and activating those downloads within yourself. And so the Emerald Tablet, I have a connection with Lord Thoth, aka Lord Tahuti, and especially since receiving this from I got this from the White Brotherhood Lodge directly, which was amazing. Back then, like when I first got this book in 2003, it was unheard of to get it anywhere. It was like one of the hardest. If you were in the right path at the right time, it stumbled to you, and a door opens up, and it's like all these other things that happen. This is what happened for me. Right now you can get it anywhere, it's downloaded or whatever, but the journey I went into was I went through mystery school teaching. And so back then, going into a lot of underground connections and network is what led me into the pathway of receiving this from the Brotherhood. And so that's my journey of getting this book. And once I got it, the way it was wrapped, the way it was brought to me, or sent to me, was different. Like, it's not like today, like how things like, this is sacred, this is so sacred. And I'm honored that however it was presented to me at the time was beautiful. It was an amazing thing, and it ushered me into this rabbit hole of learning the emerald tablets. And so the my journey with the emerald tablets, of studying it and also developing this relationship with Lord Tahuti, was major. Hearing his voice, him speaking directly to me. I went through many passages of the astral plane with him, and showing me how the pyramids were built, and being raised up into a seventh dimensional frequency to experience this was amazing. It's so powerful to describe, of being in the presence of this being and showing me how they were created. There's all kinds of speculations and theories and all this other stuff, and I can only express like from a seventh dimensional arena of witnessing this, because I asked, like, what dimension are we on, because I didn't see this in no book or whatever, and I was guided and shown of the seventh dimensional frequency, and the seventh dimension where we were originally at one point before we spiraled down into this third dimensional frequency, and that we've been cycling and being stuck here in this third dimensional frequency for way too long. So when I saw how these were done and the calculations, and that there were more pyramids that were there than what we're seeing right now, right? They just showed the top 3. But what he showed me was, no, these were the way the 3 are, and then what went around it were many other pyramids that connected and aligned to certain grids or ley lines of the earth, and ley lines or grids of the skies of the stars in the sky. I was like, well, the firmament, like that covering over the earth, like surpassing that, like how does that work, how does that happen, and being shown how things were broken open, how they raised up to a certain speed of light that transcends any firmament, no matter what. Like, it was really, I want to say it's like really interesting. It's like really, really interesting information, and to visually see that from that particular perspective was like mind blown. At the time, people would think, oh, you're kind of crazy, like it's impossible, like where's the science and all this other stuff. But the science is actually showing itself little by little. Like, as he said, there's nothing for you to do any proof. That I've left so much information that it will reveal itself going on forward. What I have to do is like continue the process of learning and to continue the process of sharing the information. So now we come today. So I would say like a couple months back, because today is October 15th. So I would say about a month and a half ago, this was like a ringing that was happening, and he came through and was like, you're going to teach. And I was like, I'm going to teach what? And it was like, you're going to teach this. You and a few others are going to be coming forward to do this. You're going to do it with this a certain way. I was like, okay. I don't think I'm qualified. I was saying all that, like, I don't think I'm qualified. I don't think I know enough. I don't think I was like shutting myself down, and he was like, stop. I'm going to be working with you each and every class. I was like, so how's this going to be? At first, I was like, oh, it's just going to be like maybe 1 or 2 classes or whatever, and that's it. So I really took it lightly until like when I started to put it together, and he was like, oh, no. I'm taking you through a process that is very similar to when he did it. And but obviously time frames and differences how we do it, because back then it was like several years of this process, and we're going to do it in like just under 1 year. So this is like several years of processes that's going to be condensed. And how he went through it, that's several lifetimes, several lifetimes. But you remember, like, Lord thought he is able to live, like back then he lived long lives, like one body can last at least 1,000+ years, 1,000 or plus years. And then side note, I got a divination of like one of my lifetimes, and I think it was like my first or second one. I lived like 800. So I was like, okay, I see how that is in one form. And so it's very possible. There are things that go on and happen. It's very, very possible of how this is, and there's a lot of documentary or documents to support that. And also, as they continue uncovering information and uncovering things across the world, you're going to see that they are uncovering and revealing that information. So yeah, it's kind of crazy how deep this is. So today I wanted to really quickly talk on certain points. And if you're not familiar, I want to give you something that you can, look into for yourself, but also want to explore that even more, because there are and will continue to be many people who are going to wake up and be like heading back to Kemet, meaning like need to get the answers, need to align myself. And so there is an alignment happening when it comes to these tablets that are awakening people to like, I need to, like, like a calling has happened for them to get back to Chem. And so Egypt today is the second Chem. So remember, there's a first Chem, which was Atlantis, and that positioning and direction is different. And then when the fall came, then they were in a new spacing before deciding on a direction where the new Chem will be and what they'll do and how they set up and everything. So in this new Chem, there is a call for many, including myself, that is awakening to a need to understand the tablets, because the tablets are activated. And with this activation or lighting up, like when something is rebooting itself and getting back online, and that's basically what's happening. We're getting back online. And so these keys are major play in getting back online. And so there has been a calling, a pull from a lot of people that are awakening to this. So if you're here or whenever you see this, and it's not a coincidence, as we know, there's no coincidences at all. So that's what's going on. Let me take a drink. So, how do we move from this? So, in my class, we are coming into the Emerald tablets. We're going to be using the one by Michael Doriel. And with this, we are learning, like, basically each step of it is going to be breaking down. You're not just going to read, hey Donna, welcome, welcome, my love. Each tablet, you're not just going to just read it and done. That's not what we're doing. We have to break it down. We have to break down the words. We have to break down the poetry, right? Because it's in this poetic style of teaching. And this poetic style of teaching that he placed in these tablets is so elaborate that it's unfortunate, but the English language does not do justice, so that's why it's so important to align, so that even when you're utilizing the English translation, that you are getting an activation, and that's going to connect you to the original words of the tablets, which is amazing. So what's unfortunate is that a lot of people just take this as like a regular book. Like, it's just a book. No, it's not just a book. It's a major blueprint. And blueprint means original, like the original sequence of things. And so it's really like this. It's not a joke. This is like really important stuff that will just help you to get there. Anyway, so let me just show you really quickly. So, in Michael Doriel's translation, he translates like 13 tablets, 13 of them, and it starts from the history of thought and goes all the way down to the keys of life and death. And so, and that's really important because they all really break down in a certain way of teaching. So the beginning of understanding your history, and then how it applies to you in your life. And so the first tablet is the history of thought. The second tablet is the halls of a mentee. The third one is the key of wisdom. The fourth one is the spaceborn. The fifth one is the dweller of Unal. The sixth one is the key of magic. The seventh one is the seven lords, which is so important. The eighth one is the key of mysteries. The ninth tablet is the key of freedom of space. The 10th tablet is the key of time. The 11th one is the key to above and below. The 12th one is the law of cause and effect and the key of prophecy. So it's basically two keys in one, right? Two tablets in one. And the last one is the keys of life and death. Those are the main 13 that he translates. The other two are the supplementary keys, the supplementary tablets. One of them is like no name. So I'm going to tell you guys this, and I want to break this down for you a little bit, which is, if we really look at it, is Sekhet Hetset tablet, and which is the house of the gods. And so we're going to get into that. So that's the no name key, right? But it's actually the house of the gods, or Sekhet Hepset. And then the other one, the 15th one, is the secret of secrets. And so I found that interesting because those two last keys are only translation. There's not even any input by Michael Doyle. It's just straight translation, which is exciting because you at this point, when you get to this part, will able to walk in and absorb all that downloads of those two keys, which unlocks. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited because each time I read it and learn, there's more opens up. Like, reading 100 times is just the minimum. Like, you have to read it 100 times, or else the first 20-30 times it's like a story, literally, until you like step in and surpass those, that you'll be able to see it and you'll be able to hear. And it's almost like you've been dropped in to each tablet, which is exciting. And I can't wait to like for you guys to experience being dropped into the tablets. Like, you're going to feel like you are in two worlds at the same time, this duality at the same time. You will experience a lot of things in your dreams that you've never experienced before, right? The more you dive in, that's why this is not like a 1 or 2 class thing, or a one, master class, or no, like that cannot be done unless, even if we had it like the Matrix movie, like, okay, download and done. No, you have to go through certain processes. And that's what I'm excited about, because when you start to get to that space of being your foot in both worlds, when you enter this world, you are going to see things and understand things like at lightning speed. That my whole thing surpassed me. That's my thing. Like, you get this and surpass me with it, right? That's the ultimate personal goal that I have for you guys, that you get it and surpass me with it. So we're not only learning the tablets, but there are other books. Once you get inside, you'll learn them. There are other books and other resources that we're going to be using so that you develop your foundation strongly. Your foundation of understanding, your foundation of like, oh my god, it's, if you guys only knew, and I can just only like explain like my own story, like what happened to me, like one of those major points of when Lord Thoth came to me in the astral and showed me how like his voice, it was so clear, like he was right there. I was on the ship. I was, seeing everything. I was ground zero of where they're building the pyramids. I was right there. He showed me what he used. He had a staff, and this particular staff of what he used it for when creating the pyramids. And like, you guys, it was just so, like, I smelled, touched everything. It was that amazing and so fast, so warp speed. But then getting all this information downloaded, it's almost like an awakening, because it's like, I know this. And he was like, yes, you do. You were here before, remember? It was like, you were a priest at one point, Najaam. And I was like, wow. And he showed me like where that was and what was happening, how we did the initiations, and all these amazing experiences just from reading the tablets 100 times active and getting those downloads, because they come in and then they activate. You have to experience it. You cannot just read it a few times and done. This is an experience. And so you're going to be reading it several times while you're in the 45-week course with me. And then not only having your assignment, but you'll be rereading and rereading and rereading and rereading and rereading constantly. You go back and you reread. You go back and read and get an add-on and reread. Like, you have to be in it. This is living in the Emerald Tablets. And that's what's different about this course. You are living in the Emerald Tablets. So by the time you graduate, you are warp speed, that whatever I'm supposed to do for your pathway, you are warp speed ahead. So this is about living. You will be eating, breathing, drinking Emerald Tablets and the other resources that we're going to be adding and everything of that nature. So I can't talk about everything here. This is just to give you a little bit of insight and to show you, like, this is something like, it's a journey, and it's your spiritual journey. It's your awakening journey. It's your ascension journey. Okay, awakening and ascending. Right? This is so important. Like, all this other stuff don't matter. Like, all this other, like, my job is to help you to not only awaken on this spiritual journey, but to ascend. That's my job. And which is a really big task for me, but I have an amazing help by Lord Tahuti, aka Lord Thoth, and or Thoth, however you want to call it, because his name is what we use today. I thought about this. It's his name we use every single time when we speak of thinking and understanding and enlightenment and so forth. Taking notes and understanding, comprehending things. We are calling him in every single time when we use the word Thoth. Okay? Lord Thoth or Lord Tehuti. So that is what's going on with this. So I want to read for you a little bit on tablet 1. And I'm going to read the first paragraph, okay? The first little paragraph. And I want you to hear, like, just close your eyes, and I want you to hear him, okay? So this is Emerald Tablet 1, the history of thought, the Atlantean. So he says, I, Thought, the Atlantean, master of mysteries, keeper of records, mighty king, magician, living from generation to generation, being about to pass into the halls of a mentee, set down for the guidance of those that are to come after. These records of the mighty wisdom of great Atlantis. Okay? I, Thought, the Atlantean. Like that particular I, which is the oneness, the one, the true I, okay, sight, to see, right, to align in frequency. I'm looking at that one little sentence. So it's I. He didn't say I am. He said I, comma, thought, the name, thought, as I was letting you guys know. thought, thinking, understanding, insightful, seeing, thought, right? The Atlantean, right? Where he's from. The Atlantean. He didn't say the Kemet. He didn't say the Egyptian. He didn't even say the Anunnaki, even though he is an Anunnaki. He didn't say that. He didn't say the Anunnaki. He didn't say the Nibiru. He didn't say anything. He says, I, thought, Atlantean, the Atlantean. Okay? This is who I am. The Atlantean, where I'm from, right? The Atlantean. Master of mysteries. Master of mysteries. Mysteries meaning the unexplained, right? Things that he had to go and find understanding and learn, right? And break down or whatever. Master of mysteries, right? Mystery, look up the word. What does mystery mean? The unknown. The master of the unknown. The master of things that are unexplainable to the naked eye, right? Keeper of records. He's a record keeper. Keeper of records. What kind of records? Very important information, right? He's a keeper of information. High, deep, mysterious information, okay? Mighty king, strong, powerful. He's a leader, right? Kingship, right? Leading others. He's also a magician, right? Magic, the arts of magic, right? Of alchemy, right? You as a magician, if you are a magician, you need to understand alchemy, right? Creating things out of nothing, or transforming water into wine, or transforming the material of, say, earth into gold, or whatever that is, right? Alchemy, right? So he states who he is, all the different parts of him, of who he is, so you know this ain't no flyby dude. He is I, thought. Okay? Then he goes into, this is what he's been doing, this sentence here. So I'm going to fill in so we understand it. He says, living from generation to generation. So I'm going to put, I've been living from generation to generation. Right? So you get a better context. He's been living from generation to generation. What does that mean? From years to years. He's been seeing transitioning, right? Living from one generation to the next generation. He has been here for a very long time. Living, alive, not dead. Wait, I'm dropping things everywhere. Alive, not dead, but has been living. I'll pick that up after. So being about to pass into the halls of a mentee. So he's coming to the last part of his life where he's going to now go into the halls of the mentee. He's going to pass through. So passing through is like the passage of death. You either pass through, because death is not forever. It's only a passageway. It's only a hall. It's only a corridor to get from point A to point B, right? And then he's going to set down. So he knows he's going to be leaving. He says, set down for the guidance of those that are to come after him. So right now what he's doing is, I'm writing down, I'm preparing all the guidance you need So when I'm away, you will know what to do. You will understand. You will have the information. You will have the tools, the keys that will unlock you so that you too can pass through or pass into the halls of a mentee. Right? Then he's like, these records, right? He's been note taking, putting that information, that knowledge down, right? And these records of the mighty wisdom of great Atlantis. So he is taking all this information that he learned that has been with Atlantis, the great Atlantis, for aeons and aeons and aeons and aeons, and he's taking all of that information and preserving it for us. For us. Okay? And so, for a period of time, he's going to go away. But he will be back. But right now, he's going to go away. And knowing that he's going to go away, like, we go on a trip. We're going on vacation. Going away for a while. Be back maybe, I don't know. For him, maybe several thousand years, a few hundreds of thousand years, whatever it is that he wants to do. But he's not leaving without getting all the information, all the records, the proof, everything you need, right? And I'm going to put it into these tablets so that you have it and you take it and you use it to change your life so that you are not just here. Okay, there are things you need to do. And this is just me giving you, I'm going to stop right there. This is just me giving you an example, right, of how we're going to go through each part. It is heavy, right? And I've been on here for I don't know how long and talking, but this alone, we're going to break down and discuss. We're not moving fast. We're not zippity-doo-dah. And no, this is really understanding each word and each sentence properly so that you get the fullness of it. So you can not only hear it, but you can visually see it and comprehend it and utilize it. So he's working, he's doing this on our behalf. Those that are coming after him. He did all this for us, right? He did all this for me and you, right? So that we know what we need to do for our ascension, our life, right? And remembering, the key point here is remembering great Atlantis, remembering where you're from, remembering your people, remembering that we were great, we were honorable, we were dynamic, we were powerful, remembering that you are the Atlantean too. You are this being as well. And my job is for you to remember who you are, take that and run with it, send with it, right? Because he understands so many of us have been sleeping, knocked on the head so many times we're unconscious. And so if you are awakening from your unconsciousness, and this is pulling to you, right? This is your call, flat out. This is your calling from Thought himself. Bottom line, right? As I'm just a vessel. It's not even me. It's not even about me or anything. This is him talking to you. And I am just the messenger. I am just the portal, the vessel. And I understand that clear as day. So this has nothing to do with me. It's just that I'm willing to be the vessel. Right? I was called and I said yes. Yes. And I don't know how this is going to work, but I just said yes. And I followed instructions. And I am here to share it with you guys. So go ahead right now. If you're not subscribed, if you're not subscribed to my Instagram, subscribe now. If you haven't signed up to the class, you should do that now. It's cheap. The pricing he gave me is to get as many people as possible. And so this is let me pull it up. Let me pull up the pricing for you guys so that you will know, this is something like this would go for many thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, if not $20,000, $30,000 probably, because of the information, right? But and how deep it goes and everything. But literally, if you do this, it's amazing. So you have a monthly plan, right? There's a payment plan. So you can do a monthly plan, which I recommend, right? Which is $146 a month. $146 a month, plus whatever fees or whatever, but it's flat out $146 a month. That's it for this class, right? If you go to do like a single class, like, oh, I just want to do one class with you, Naj. Okay, it's $65 for one single class. And we meet every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. It's a 2-hour class. And it's every Saturday. We're doing this from 2022 all the way to 2023. So from October 15th all the way to the end of August 2023. And this is just like university, just like college. You have your breaks, you have your terms, semesters, everything like that, your quarterly assignments and quizzes and all that. Yes, assignments, homework. You have to, because this is your pathway. This is mystery school teaching. We are deep diving into a lot of things, and many things will not be shared to the public. So me giving that, I've been given permission to do that. That's it. I can't go any further. This is mystery school teaching. But what I can tell you is it's affordable. Flat out affordable. So a single class, if you want to see it, is $65. But I recommend doing the monthly, which is so much cheaper if you really look at it. If you do $65 per class every week, times that by 4, that's close to $300 a month. And if you do the monthly plan, it's only $146 a month. And break that down into four weeks, you're literally getting the course for as little as 30 maybe $32, $33 a class. So really look at it. It's a no-brainer, okay? A no-brainer. So sign up today. The link is in the description box right now, like right here in the comment, or go over to my bio right now and the link is there. It's the spiritualsessionsacademy.teachable.com/explore the emerald tablets. Go there and sign up right now. All right, guys, I'm excited for this. I hope you enjoyed the little bit that I shared and how exciting, how we're going to go through this. There's so much more that I didn't unveil here because there are things that I need to keep under the umbrella of mystery school teaching, and I want to honor that with Lord Thoth, aka Lord Tahuti. So to learn more, click the link, go over there, read. There's a video you can watch where I explain even more and all the information, what's entailed, what's the learning outcome, all these different things. Sign up today, and I can't wait to see you on Saturday. Our closing for this, there's a time limit, so you have all the way till October 31st, 2022 to be in this class before doors close officially on November 1st, 2022. So there is a deadline to get in. you have until October 31st, because 12 midnight, November 1st, it closes, and that's it. Whoever's in, it's meant for them. And who's not, by next year, maybe. Maybe I'll do it then if I get the okay. If not, then that's just what it is. And I can't do anything about it at that moment. So everything's being led by Lord Thoth, and I respect that. All right, so sign up today. $146 a month. That's it for 4 classes a month. That's like insane, guys, for this type of material. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer, and I'm here to do that, and I can't wait to do that. If you have any questions about the class, have any questions about the material, whatever it is, that's going to help you make a clear decision, I'm here to help you with that. All right, love you. Lots of light, lots of frequency, lots of love. Ashe, 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 and I send you away.